Hey there, it's Old Woman in the 21st Century. We're ready for another adventure on traveling. We're heading to Lake Roosevelt in the Tonto National Forest. Blue, are you ready? Let's get going. We're all hitched up. Let's hit the road. Driving north on US 87, we spot 4 peaks in the distance, and we realize when we get to the campground, we'll be on the other side of that mountain.
In half a mile, turn right. In 1/3 of a mile, turn right to Arizona 188 South.
Roosevelt Lake, Tonto National Monument. Roosevelt and Globe. 188 South. Here we go.
Turn right to Arizona 188 South.
And the adventure begins. We've never been down this way.
Proceed 27 miles on Arizona 188.
Before. Let's see what is here. Entering Jake's Corner. Oh my goodness, look at all those cattle. Jake's Corner may look small, but it's steeped in history. In 1916, it was a stage stop where the stagecoaches waited if the Salt River had been in flood stage. They waited for the water to recede. The store was built in 1924. I don't know when Jake bought the property, but in 2008 there was a movie made entitled Jake's Corner at this location. We get our first glimpse of Roosevelt Lake on the left. It seems a little marshy and reedy right now, but just wait. The beauty is coming. It's also pretty overcast today, but again, just wait. We're going to have some interesting weather as our trip goes on. Those black spots out on the lake are actually people in their boats fishing. I guess cloudy days might be a good time to fish. We actually drove past the campground and went down to Roosevelt Lakeview RV Park. We didn't know that Cholla Campground had potable water that you could fill your RV. So we filled up there and then drove back up north to Cholla Campground. That's why you see us turning right into the campground. Let's go find our campsite and unhitch and set up and enjoy the lake. We stayed 8 days at Cholla Campground, and every day was filled with adventure. Too much to put in one single video. So in this video, we're going to take an in-depth look at Cholla Campground. In other videos, we're going to highlight our other adventures, including Roosevelt Dam, riding the Apache Trail, and our visit to Globe. For now, enjoy our fun at the campground, and maybe you'd like to spend some time here in the future. Remember, on the way up here on Highway 87, we saw 4 peaks, and I told you all that our campground would be on the other side of 4 peaks. And there it is, 4 peaks, looking all majestic and beautiful. This is Cholla Campground. This is the Christmas loop of Cholla Campground. And we are in Site 95. No water, no electricity, no sewer, obviously. There is a dump station. It's a nice little campsite. Pretty private. Neighbors are way off. Lots of scrub bushes for screening. We're still unpacking. We just got here a little bit ago, but right now we're taking a break. Picnic table and a ramada, fire pit, the usual. It's definitely a desert campground. Lots of desert scrub here, but it's a big site. You could even have a tent here if you wanted to. Camper in a tent. It was very easy to level. We just needed 1 block under the right wheel. Super quick setup. Nothing to hook up. Just sit down and relax and enjoy the scenery. There's so much to do at Roosevelt Lake, we didn't want to waste any time. So after we had a little rest at the campsite that first afternoon when we arrived, we went to check out the Cholla boat ramp. It's attached to the campground, and it's probably about a half mile away from where we were camping. They have plenty of parking, so if you're using it as day use, they have 2 huge lots at the upper end, and then when you go down towards the boat ramp, they have another lower parking lot plus a huge area for make ready before you launch. Let's explore the boat ramp. We're going to drive down and take a look. Here, there's someone pulling their boat out right now. It looks like it's about a 4-lane boat ramp. Plenty of room to launch and retrieve your boat after a fun day on the lake. I love how the sky and the mountains and the water look today. Look at those purple mountains and their ripply reflection in the lake. It was just so pretty. Sometimes the desert just amazes you with the scenery. Here's a look down south. The lake stretches way to the south. It's kind of a long, somewhat narrow lake. Cholla Campground and Cholla Boat Launch are at the northern side of the lake. Here we're going to sweep around and you can see the dock that's out there. And then let's take a look at the other, we're going to drive through the make ready area here and we're going to go take a look at the other parking lot real quick. This is the parking lot that I called the lower parking on the little map. And hopefully if you're going to bring your boat up to Roosevelt Lake, you can get a space here because it's a shorter walk to the dock. The upper parking lot is probably maybe 1/8 to 1/4 mile from the parking lot down to the docks. That's a little bit of a hike to get down there. But they do have plenty of parking. They also have restrooms and places to clean your fish if you're going to be fishing from your boat. Here's a little trail from the upper parking lot down to the boat ramp. Here's another little trail that leads from the upper parking area back to the campground, as well as to the boat ramp and the lower parking area. It's evening, our first evening in camp, and we've got a beautiful treat. There's the majestic Four Peaks and a blazing, beautiful sunset. I was just out here like 10 minutes ago walking blue, and everything was just gray. Now we've got this beautiful red glow up there. What a treat, what a blessing. Wonderful way to end the day. Good night for now. It's morning, our first morning at camp here at Cholla Campground near Roosevelt Lake. And you can barely see a little bit of the lake right there from our campsite. It is a little bit rainy outside right now. Blue and I are out for a little afternoon walk. There he is, leading the way. I don't know where we're going. It seems like this is a little trail here. There's these little trails all through the campground, kind of. But I don't know where this one goes. We'll just take a little walk and see. Hopefully it doesn't dead end. There's a campsite there. There's our site over there. Okay, let's keep going, Blue. Let's see what we can find. See, it looks like it branches off that way, and then it branches off this way. I don't think these are official trails, but yeah, I think this is like a dead end here. There's a big old cholla right there. Look at that cholla. That's a big cholla cactus right there. You don't want to get too close to that puppy. All right, let's go back this way, Blue. Come on. I think this is a dead end. Let's go see if we can find our way out of here. Let's go this way. We'll go this way. But that's a beautiful afternoon here. The clouds are breaking up a little bit after morning rain. There's another campsite right there. And keep going here. It's really beautiful here. It's a little chilly, probably in the 50s, I would guess, but we had pretty good rain this morning. There's that beautiful saguaro cactus. But right now, it's really, really nice. Let's see, I bet this trail comes out here, hopefully at this campsite. We can get back on the road to our campsite. Let's go this way. Let's see, oh, over this way. Let's see if it breaks through this way. There's a lot of little holes in the ground. I don't know what kind of creatures live here, but There's a lot of holes. There, right to the left of that cactus is Four Peaks, still shrouded in clouds. And that's what's coming our way. So we may get a little afternoon rain. There's our pod. Old man's got the generator running. We're charging some batteries and getting ready because in case the afternoon rain comes in, and plus it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So we'll get charged up. Yep, this trail definitely came out at this campsite. I bet it goes further that way. We'll have to explore that next time. Right now, Blue and I are heading back to the camper and we're gonna have some lunch. Right, Blue? You want a snack? Are you hungry? Morning at Cholla Campground, Roosevelt Lake. There's the sunrise. After a day and night of a soaking rain, which we very, very badly needed, we've got this beautiful fresh morning. And here, look at that. There's Four Peaks looking all majestic and robed in white this morning, as well as the other mountain range there, the clouds descending on it. It's a good day for an adventure. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in and get some coffee, find something for breakfast. Right now we're charging our battery a little bit. We couldn't get our generator started this morning. I think it was just too cold, just too frosty. And so we're using the truck, just get a little bit of juice back in the battery after last night being so cold. Okay, time for coffee, some Bible verses, and I think it's a good day for exploring. Let's do it. We've got the hot water on for coffee. Ready to have our coffee in the morning. A lot to explore today, now that the rain has stopped. But first, coffee. Let's take a quick ride around Cholla Campground and check it out. When you first enter, there's a kiosk and an information board. At the kiosk, you can purchase your campsites. They only take credit card, no cash here. And you can look at the various rules and regulations and a map of the park. Look at all those little blue roofs out there. We're going to take ride through some of the other loops in our campground. And
did you get the boat ramp?
I already got the boat ramp. We did that yesterday.
You got that boat?
That came out. I don't know when I did. Okay, here's the first loop. To the right is Cane Cholla Loop, units 161 through 187. We drove through here yesterday, but for some reason I was not recording it. It's the same thing. It's all the same information. You have the host right here to the left. Little restroom facility right there. And here's some of the sites. This one has a very good view of the lake, 165. Oh yeah, it's a tent site though. 165 is a tent site.
Nice view.
Yeah, this Cane Cholla Loop, they have really good views of the lake over here on the right hand side. Here, I'll give you a look. As you can see, that's a pullover. You might be able to, I don't know, you might be able to fit in there with a van or a truck camper. These have really good views of the lake. Super views. And here are the parking sites for the tent only sites and another restroom.
has some double sites over here. Fit 2 vehicles. Or your camper and your boat. That's a short loop. Cane Cholla seems like a shorter loop to me. Speed bump. There's 4 peaks. Clouds overhead. Oh, here's some quail. There's quail down there somewhere. I hear them. It's about that time of day. Quail will be coming out. Okay, so our next loop is what? I don't know. Let's see. I think it's Teddy Bear. Is the next loop Teddy Bear? Yep, Teddy Bear Cholla. Here we go. Here's Teddy Bear Cholla. A little playground over that way, and the showers and restrooms, which they share with that other loop. That's the only showers for these loops.
Some of these pullovers look pretty small.
Yeah, they do. Some look like you might be able to fit, and others look really small.
This one hit on too bad.
Yeah, this one I think we could fit in this pullover right here. Site number 10. You have a little bit of a lake view. I think we could fit in site number 10. They do have water spigots throughout all the loops. Nice views of the lake on these outer sides. Site 15, nice view of the lake.
Just a note about campsite availability. May 1st through October 31st, everything is first come, first serve. November 1st, all the way through April 30th, is considered their peak season. And at that time, most of the campsites can be reserved on recreation.gov.
Yeah, this site 23 looks like we might be able to fit. Here's 25, another pullover. That is, yeah, that's something. I don't know whether it was mud or donkey. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen any donkey sign up here at all. Not like at Lake Pleasant where it is ubiquitous. But they're so cute. You just gotta love them. Even though you gotta watch where you step.
This one's pretty big. This one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's okay, but it's kind of like in a high traffic area. Okay, that was Teddy Bear Cholla. Okay, see these 2 trucks? They have the hoods propped open. There's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
I want to find out.
And some other people are going to do too.
Yeah, there's a few people that have their hoods popped open like that.
You have to keep the wind going in this, or the squirrel park when you get in. So that's what we can go in there if they want.
Okay, here's Buckhorn Cholla. Yeah, this is 33 through 68. There's the shower and restroom building. They do have really nice showers, but right now they don't have hot water. They have like 5 shower stalls with doors. They have a little changing area. You go in, close the door, you have a changing area, then you go through another door and you go into the actual shower area. So that's pretty nice, I think. So you don't have a shower curtain. You keep everything dry that way. The shower curtain can get a little wet.
Just another one.
Yeah. Yep. If we see anybody out, we need to ask them why they have the hoods propped open like that. There's got to be a reason.
Pack rats and mice are a little bit of a problem here at this campground. So take precautions that they don't get into your engine area or into your RV.
That was Cane Cholla. Where all those fifth wheels were?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
That was Cane Cholla. Pretty sure. Oh, he's pause the video while this guy backs in. 51 is a large site. It's got a great lake view where that Coleman just backed in. Another restroom building. There's a lot of nice sites in through here, you know, and then you've got distance between your sites where you're not right on top of your neighbor.
These aren't too bad. You got a little bit of them here.
Yeah. You're right on top of your picnic table. Well, that's it for Buckhorn. A lot of nice campsites throughout Cholla Campground. It's only 71 degrees right now. So this is the loop we're staying at. This is Christmas Cholla. And they have double and single sites.
These are RPod, just like ours.
Yeah, look at that. I wonder whose RPod that is. How bad. He's very trusting. Left his door open. So yeah, here's a,
just like ours.
yes it does. Here's a basic site, kind of. Or site 77. Here's one of, they do have water spigots throughout the park. There's an example of a double site. There's a pullover site right here. This is a pullover. Just pull over and you have your picnic table and ramada. There's another double back-end site.
You said Christmas campground?
Yeah, this is Christmas Cholla.
How many
I don't know exactly how many spaces.
Remember, so many.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see it. Oh, that one has a view of the lake right there. These ones here at the top of the loop have a view of the lake. I'm looking for... oh, watch out. There's broken glass to the right. The sign said no glass, but yeah, people bring glass. Don't ask me why. Up this way is a tent loop. Tents only. This is the tent loop at Christmas Loop. And you got your parking spaces and you got your tents down there.
How do you get out?
Go to the right and make a loop.
Oh, you're right?
Yep, go to the right. So you park up here. These have great views of the lake. If you just want to do tent camping, these have fantastic views of the lake. Oh, they got 3 puppies over there. How cute. Look at those views. Amazing. Nice little loop for tents.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta find out why people prop open the visitor truck. Yep, there's a refund. There's gotta be a refund. So here's Christmas Loop. Yep, we have restrooms. No showers here, just restrooms. Flush toilets. Seemed very clean. Beautiful scenery all over. Here's another example of an empty back-end site. They say the maximum allowed footage for your travel trailer is 30 foot, but on the other loop we saw fifth wheels and stuff like that. So, and there's an RPod. Look at that RPod.
It's a sunny morning. It seems like a good time to explore this little trail that we found at the end of our camping loop. Cholla Campground is aptly named. There are a multitude of cholla bushes throughout the campground, and each camping loop is named after a different variety of cholla. This trail winds throughout the entire campground and ends up over at Cholla Boat Ramp. There are many side trails that break off and lead to each camping loop, as well as down to the shoreline. The side trails that lead down to the shoreline, and there are a few of them, are marked with a little fish. Let's head down and see if we can get to the water's edge on this little side trail. The lake was so still on this morning when I took my walk. It was a little disappointing to see the desert looking so brown. It looked more like summer than late winter. This is as close as I could get to the water on these trails. The ones I tried were very steep and rocky when you got down closer to the lake. But I did find this little bench. You could sit and look out over the calm beauty of the water. On our last day at Cholla Campground, Blue and I stumbled upon another trail that was kind of hidden behind the restroom building. It seemed to go up onto the little hill that was opposite our camp. So we decided to check it out. This trail did indeed lead up onto the hill that was kind of like a boundary for the campground. Christmas Loop is at the far end of the campground. It's the last loop. From the top of this hill, you get a great view of the lake and the campground below. This trail goes along the top of the hill and then returns back to the campground towards the entrance to Christmas Loop. It also has some trails branching off that seem to lead down to the water's edge, but I didn't explore any of those. There are a few benches also in scenic areas where you can sit and rest. And then towards the middle of the trail, you come to a cholla tree forest, for which the campground is named. There's no lack of cholla bushes in this campground. This heart-shaped rock was a welcome surprise on the edge of the trail. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little look at Cholla Campground. Through the rain and the snow and a little bit of sun, I hope you got a good view of this beautiful, fun campground. Remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, leave that place better than the way you found it. See you next time. Bye for now.